Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Rimworld Anomaly, Till Dawn's End, with me, Cornish-Knight, and Sergeant Colonel, and the rest of Alpha Company here at Research Outpost 36. Let us begin his journal entry. Journal entry 6. It has been 10 days since we have arrived at Outpost 36. Development on the facility is going well. We have expanded the laboratory and installed a more effective medical wing. We've also widened the area for expansion later on. Everything has been relatively quiet, and we have not run into any major issues so far besides a lack of space for supplies. That being said, I cannot help but feel unease. The lack of personnel, even with the newly acquired private swine, leaves me unsure, and the lack of equipment and supplies is also worrying. But we will just have to try our best to persevere and overcome. Sergeant Colonel out. So folks, welcome back to Rimworld Anomaly Till Dawn's End. First things first, I just set the difficulty back to normal, because I always do this from when we do the little intro video. So strive to survive as peaceful. Right, first things first. Private Swine is here. We've got the beds taken care of. I am going to move Private Swine into this bedroom. So, what else do we need to do? Research is coming along at a good pace. We're doing basic gunpowder weaponry, which Sergeant Colonel believes we are needed. We also got to turn that off. So, what do we want to do next? We've got some plants being grown here. Food supplies. I'm okay with the food supplies. Probably what I want to do. If I want to go, I'm going to go to this bill. And we're going to go 14, unlock at 7. Okay, so that's done. In our ability to make equipment, we can make some things. We can make some prototype guns, which might help us, to be honest, but we're still getting some crafting components here, and it's going to take us a little bit of time. So, what is it that I really want to do? To be honest, we need a way of getting resources. The Sergeant is pretty much confident that what natural supplies we have in the area won't last forever. So we probably want to basically throw this down here. This is going to make them unhappy. It is just going to how it's going to be for a while. We're going to get this quarry set up. I'm also going to put down another grow zone. I mean, it's not the best ground. Like, this ground is okay. You know, this is all 70. This is all 100. So what I'm going to put in here is I am going to put in some cotton, because we do need it, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Get that thrown in. And get that being built. It's going to take us a while to get this done. The lack of personnel is worrying. That's probably Sergeant Colonel's biggest concern, is the lack of personnel. We are understaffed. We've only got 5 members, and one of them is basically a merc. I will reinstall that here. One thing I will also do, to be honest, is I will go to storage. We'll go to apparel. We'll go armors, headgear, and it's believe it's Mark 7 is the armor that they have. And the body armor is... yeah, body armor, LBT, generation 3. Okay. And then body armor... yeah, body armor. Okay. So that's done. So it means now that with this copied over, I can tell my soldiers this is for this is what set owner. Yeah, Sergeant Kerno, Private Jackson, Corporal Vale, and Corporal Amatoro. So, transfer. So this means that we can save some of our equipment, because our stuff will start to get worn out otherwise. So, you know, they've set up a basic armory, get some good supplies in place. Excellent. Yeah, Sergeant Swine's looking a bit weird these days. Man, I wish I could fix his face. But with the face mod I have, yeah, it is just how it is. Wish I could probably take away the beard, though. It's not really the best option, but hey ho, you work with what you have. Also, for future reference, if you ever have issues looking at saying stuff like this thing here, up here, announce title, rename, just press the I button, it pops up here. So I don't need to now fiddle around with the mods to get stuff done. It's always nice. Okay. Yep, so he's got his faith, which is fine. Psi vampires, all that jazz. Actually, I never did really look at what his face entailed. Ultrian Doctrine. Supremacist use psychic vampirism. And that gives him the whole devouring, yeah, thing. Okay. That's not terrifying at all. So let's speed up time a little bit. You're stargazing. Very nice. Right, we've got the prison cell set up. One thing I haven't done for them, to be honest, for any prisoners we do get, they will need to have a toilet. And I will give them the world's smallest stool. And I want to give them literally an end table. So they can eat off the end table. Yeah, here we go. And that can be their setup. So they don't all go blinking nuts every time they don't get something to eat. I always found it funny in this game that you have to treat your prisoners so well, otherwise they go absolutely barking. Right, concrete-wise we're fine. I'm probably going to take the next step then, floor-wise. And we are going to... concrete over the last of the things here. This gives us a bit more some more room to play with, realistically speaking. Okay. Power-wise, we're not looking great on power. We've got a little bit of extra power. What I will do, though, is I am going to put in the request for free muskets. Not to use them, but they can help us with our research. Let's see. Smart weapons. Smoke to destroy things. Smelt apparel. Get metal from slag. Do forever, but... yeah, something like that will do. We'll get this down. It'll help us. Also, the fact that the concrete is just allows us to more quickly do things. Okay. Some maintenance and various bits and pieces. Need to turn that off, really. Mate, you got... oh yeah, because you like raw meat, don't you? I forgot. Crazy blinking cannibal people. Okay. Why are you at textiles? No, okay. Raw food, it should be vegetable, animal products, vegetable. Okay. Okay, get all this stuff done and dusted. Oh yes, our cat is going well. Bob the cat is doing fantastically well. Did we actually have anyone set to animal handling? A couple of the scientists. Okay. So I think they would be quite happy, to be honest. We have a lot of supplies. We have some additional clothing. Bob felt unsure for the last few days, but finally accepted the resort outpost team as his home. His personality has been revealed. Okay, so what's the personality of our cat? Bob's an animal of energetic nature. He's known for being a leg humper, of course. We never have normal animals, I find. Okay. Okay, get this all done. 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. Rightio. So, now the quarry is going to get put to work. Got research ongoing. Got swine basically doing stuff. We have Jenkins cooking more meals. We just really need stuff to happen. So we have turned the difficulty back up now, so we should get events happening soon. And in my test games when I've been playing, my test games are actually very, very different to this, I'm not going to lie. In some ways I'm actually quite jealous of how well my test games have gone with the things that have happened. But nonetheless, every story is different. I'm actually wondering if we shouldn't promote you to private first class. Since there is someone new joining us. Private first class. Okay. Food-wise, we're okay. Oh, the rat's rotting. Okay. I don't know why rotting food is around. Yeah, no rotting food. Okay. So stuff is being produced. We have enough resources. We're okay on that side of things. Wood's coming along. Quarters are a bit cramped, which is fine. That's being worked on. So yeah, the Sergeant Colonel is probably quite happy at this stage. Everything's pobbling along at an okay pace. Really, we just need more personnel. That's the main holdback. Either we need to hire some more civilian contractors, or maybe we can conscript some people to our security detail. Something has happened. You've detected the farm site nearby. Maybe they picked up chatter. It is on our island. Can attack them for broad diplomatic consequences. What does our ideology say again about kidnapping people? So alien slavery is acceptable, slavery is acceptable. I view this more that using forced labour is acceptable rather than slavery. So what do we know about these guys? Morgan Rune Ship. If you wish, you can raid this camp to collect raw fungus. Since Morgan Rune Ship is a small independent faction, you can attack them without any broader diplomatic consequences. The camp will pack up and move on. How long will it take for us to get there? Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm only going to take one person. It's probably going to be Sergeant Colonel. And this is going to be a fact-finding mission. Now, we don't have a lot of weight to spare, so you're going to take a couple of meds for yourself and for other people. You're going to take a couple of days' worth of survival rations, because we're going to hopefully get someone and bring them back. And before you go anyway, sir, equip your armor. Then grab some stuff, grab some medicine. Yeah, and you should have all the stuff you need for the trip. You do not need 30 steel, though. Okay, and off we go. Sergeant Colonel's going off on a recce to see. Maybe we picked up. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Like, Sergeant Colonel was going past the communications, the radio, and heard over it chatter from this outpost, talking about just events. Maybe he's going to go and see if he can be diplomatic with them. Who knows? Okay. Right, we've got enough meals put aside, we've got food, we've got entertainment. Quarry... Yeah, I'm going to turn you off that. Yeah, quarry for resources. And that reminds me, we need to put this down. Get these two things built, please. Okay. He's having a nice relaxing break. As good as that is for you, I'd rather get you focused on getting this up and running. I'm not going to lie, I prefer to have the wall lights there and there, and we'll deconstruct that one. Okay. So let's build up let's get some stuff going. Because I'd like to get the gunpowder research done. Yeah, basic maintenance on stuff. Just need to keep stuff functioning, really. Okay, light's a bit better. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna go low priority on these things. And Kerno has arrived at his destination. Okay, so Sergeant Kerno arrives at a small farming community. It's not even a community, it's more just like a farming stead. Maybe he can get some information of what's going on in the area, but he still has to be careful. Let's move up. It's like, excuse me, madam. But he sees them going hostile immediately. Gunfire rings out as he desperately gets to cover. Bullets fly across the area as Hatchet lets fly with her bow. Sergeant Kerno returns fire of his own weapons. She is injured. Badly. More shots rang out across the area. But the sergeant is hurt. An arrow grazes his right leg. Hatchrat goes down. Yes, multiple gunshot wounds. Another man steps out and gets also equally sprayed with rifle ammunition. You should be able to self-tend. I did set you guys to self-tend. Actually, maybe I did not. Okay. Is it because he's not a doctor? No, he is. He's a doctor. Well, where's self-tending? Self-tending is disabled. There we go. Allow self-tending. Just saying, Sergeant Colonel looks around. The two lifeless bodies just look at him. He grimaces. It didn't have to go this way. He steps forwards to investigate. Were they any good? Oh, he would have been good to have. But they weren't wearing anything. Both of these people would have been good to have. That's a shame. But judging by the fact they've got bodies in cages, they might not have been willing to come willingly, unfortunately. Maybe we can find someone locked up. Bedroom. Another bedroom. So dark I can hardly see. Steel gibbet cage. Okay, these people seem pretty terrifying, to be honest. The more the sergeant looks around, the more Kerno probably decides that these guys weren't worth the effort of negotiating with. So let's form a caravan and go back home. What they're going to take... there isn't actually a lot that we really want to take from these guys. None of their gear is worth it. Food supplies, on the other hand... One second, let me just... drop this down. And we'll shove this up here, out of the way. Provisions on the other side, on the other hand... I mean, we can't take... Well, we can actually take all the raw fungus. I will take the pemmican. It is a shame. Our first encounter with the locals and it turns hostile. Yeah, and Corporal Vale's paying her respect to Darius, who was a member, I believe, of the research team. No, actually, I think he was one of... Darius was one of the contractors, one of the MOD contractors that was on site. And of course, you're a hard worker, aren't you? Okay. Well, let's just say... Stop that for now and you can go to bed. You really don't know when to quit, do you, lass? Okay. But yeah, the company, like... Research Outpost 36 seems to be going well. You've yet to run into many major threats. Do I want to build like an ammunition pack for you? It might be worth it, to be honest. And we've got a bunch of stuff here. Actually, it reminds me I just need to look. Yeah, let's make a second ammo pack. Oh wait, that's gonna go... Yeah, that's gonna go in there, isn't it? Which is gonna be problematic. Okay. Blacksmithing. The only thing that might be useful is to make a couple of hammers, because that will help us get through the process quicker. Okay. We need to burn corpses. I'm going to put a second detail. Animal corpses do forever, do if they're fresh, do if they're rotten. So that thing was starting to rot and it's going to cause us problems. Because it'll make our colonists sick otherwise. So we need to get stuff cleaned up. Okay. We don't really have enough people to work the quarry. So we just need to get production and the like up and running. Food-wise, we're okay there. Our crops out in the field are coming on okay. Probably expand the zone. Just worried about, obviously, because we get blight, we haven't got enough people to deal with it. Right, we've got a couple of hammers made. Now, the hammer is a useful thing because it allows construction speeds and success to go up. So let's equip it. Because he hasn't got weapons, so you can have the hammer equipped, which will help you. Yeah. While you're working, it'll help you go faster. Right. Caravan's back. First of all, Sergeant Colonel basically reports. Well, he reports in. gets his equipment handed over. And all that will be handed off. I don't know why they're not putting it in storage. What are these things called? Raw, okay. Yeah, raw fungi. Yeah, all the hammers have been made. Wait, did you lose your knife? Why did you lose your knife? Yeah. Yeah, so she's got the knife and the hammer to help with construct some speed. So everything coming along nicely. The captain's a little bit hurt. Yeah, a slight cut to his right leg. Not a lot we can do about that. Okay, but the sergeant has been advised by Dr. Cosma that he should take it easy. In the meantime, we go preach health. Give us a bit more experience in that area. And just sort of give him a general sort of injury healing factor yet. So he should be back on his feet really quickly. Okay. So everything's back to normal in the outpost. Yeah, we're not going to touch the allowed foods. Like the survival packs need to be stored away. Everybody's watching TV and the sergeant's playing chess on his own. Poor man. Private Jenkins Private Jackson basically reports in, says that the first batch of rice is close to being ready to harvest, which is good. Yeah, we've finished making components, which is fantastic. I think maybe a uniform would be good. Or some description. Make flight suit. I don't think it costs a ton. Yeah. I think that'd be better for Private Swine. We have enough raw materials lying around. We can do a bit. I don't want to use too much on it though. I will turn quarrying back on. Here's our guys having to do in the meantime, so not just sitting around being bored. Okay. Right, so gunpowder is done. With gunpowder done, work attire we could do. Civilian attire would be good. We could do heavy industry and go into the ENIAC. Chemistry table would be nice because it would allow us to do stuff like making... We can't do it though because I believe it needs advanced components. Yeah, but it would allow us to make synthesized compounds, which would be really good. Put in structures, basically better defensive lines. We could go down rim fill and do oil. Get us the starting for the oil tech. Also another way of making nitromine, which is always nice to have. Door research would be good as well. Or linkables. Something like food condiments might be nice. Soup cooking, stew cooking. Probably be nice. Just give some variety. Canning would be good and would be quite quick to do. Basic autopsy. Gunsmithing would be good. Biofuel refineries, though, something we need to get. Because it will allow us to basically resupply our generators. Because we don't have an infinite supply of it. And we need to relatively keep them topped up. Okay. So he's got the uniform on. Fantastic. We've got enough sets of boots and everything for everybody. Yeah. Everyone's got food. Everyone's got meals. It also means once we get biofuel refinery, we can basically stop using our fecal sludge, just burning it, and we can actually turn it into biofuel, which we can then use to fuel our reactors, which would be really good. Okay. Getting some poor quality muskets made is not the end of the world. Why isn't this basically becoming more critical? I see. Always fill this stuff up first. Yeah, always fill the critical things up first rather than anything else. Okay. Yeah, let's pause that for tonight. At least we have some more food variety, which is good. Okay. Be right back, folks. I'll be just give me a second. So better, folks. Right. So what do I want to do next? I'm probably going to reinstall this again. Next thing we need to think about, and probably what Sergeant Colonel's main concern is water supply. There's water here. There's also water here deeper in the mountain. For the time being, we could set up like a water purification set up here, which would be good. We also need to set up buildings for a bunch of things. I probably want to do also something like this and start filling in this part of the mountain. And probably, to be honest, I probably want to fill this bit in as well. It would just give us a bit more room to play with. But the two things that the Sergeant Colonel is concerned about is getting a ready supply of water set up for basically having washrooms, toilets, like the basic necessities, which will make life in the facility a lot better. Also, it would give us a bit more safeguarding against issues. Like if we get toxic fallout, that kind of thing. We also need to think about the fact that we need to set up. We need to set up barracks. Well, we need to set up room for basically the bio refinery at some point as well. So, what we want to do, realistically speaking, is dig out somewhere like here. We can build a building off to this side where we have the refinery for, where we've got the refinery for biofuel being done because it's relatively close to the toilets. Up here, I don't know. This is the thing. Like, a good source of water is here by the looks of it. So, and it's if we put it here, we can set up like barracks, and it's within relative ease. Well, this area is quite exposed, and if enemies break through, it's annoying. Okay. Hack through this. Not gonna haul you. Okay. For the time being, our water setup here is okay. I want to set up the biofuel refinery. Yeah, I want to set up the biofuel refinery and anything else that we might need. Because I want to try and make sure that... I don't know. I mean... This is the thing. Like, where do we have to expand to, really? The sergeant's probably looking at the overview of the map. Like, outside this perimeter, it's going to be dangerous unless we start to wall off areas. But probably the easiest place to do it would be, like, in here. But we still have to clear out that ancient danger. We could expand into the mountainside, which would be a good bet. But if we're going to do that, we're going to probably want to put... We're going to probably want to put stuff like rooms and the like here, because this area is going to run out of space really quickly. Okay, so that basically answers the question for us. We're going to put like the well and various bits and pieces here. So stuff like, yeah, if we put structure concrete, yeah. If we put something like this, where's the best place? Like somewhere like here is the best place for the well, which isn't great. Then again, that's not great either, unless we set it into the structure of the building, something like this. Hygiene. Do a couple electric pumps. And a couple of steel water towers. I mean, I'm not happy with the design per se, but we could at least set up something like some, not loads of showers, but we could say showers. Yeah. We could say showers and toilets, and then have this going off here, and we could have, like, if it needs to be, we can put housing down here, like a barracks. So that sounds like a good plan. Okay, but we had to end it here, folks. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Sergeant Kerno as he signs off for the day. and have some relaxing basketball. See you all next time. Goodbye, folks.